Guys, something interesting is about to happen in the house because after yesterday's eviction show, it looks like Liema may actually be planning to test Mmeli this week. And if this plays out the way it sounds, it could easily create tension with Thandeka. So apparently, Liema is cooking, and the ingredients for this view were delivered by yesterday's eviction episode of Big Brother Mzansi. But to understand why Liema might be doing this, we need to go back to yesterday's eviction show. Let's break it down. First of all, during the eviction show, we saw King Wanda and the Don leaving the house, which, by the way, I predicted. But before the eviction results were announced, the host asked Thandeka and Mmeli about their relationship, basically asking them if they see their relationship continuing outside the house. And honestly, their answers were actually very mature. They acknowledged that what they have is happening inside the house, but they are open to see how things go outside. They didn't make huge promises or dramatic declarations. They just said they are willing to see how things develop if both of them still feel the same way outside and are willing to put in the effort to make it actually work. And honestly, I liked that approach. No need to promise forever when you haven't even stepped outside the future yet, right? So that was the ingredient number one that landed in Liema's kitchen. Now let's talk about ingredients number two, the audience reaction. Now, when Smash started announcing who was safe, the crowd reactions were very interesting. Here are the clips so you could judge for yourself.
Thandeka, you are safe. Liema, you are safe.
The screams were loud for both of them, but when Thandeka was announced safe, the crowd went absolutely wild. The sound was almost roof-shattering. Now, yes, Liema also got cheers, but the intensity of their reaction for Thandeka was definitely stronger. And you must know how housemates pay attention to these things by now, right? So now, after the eviction happened and both Wanda and the Don left the house, the dynamics probably started settling in everyone's minds because housemates definitely heard the audience reactions. So they might now be thinking, hold on, did you hear the way the crowd screamed for Thandeka? And that alone can change how people approach the game moving forward. Now, fast forward to this morning. Liema was having a conversation with Trixie, and this is where the real strategy started forming. Liema told Trixie that this week she plans to test Mmeli. She was planning to cook, or she is planning to cook, okay? Her exact words were basically, I'm going to test Mmeli this week. I'm going to go sit with them. So this conversation with Trixie was Liema explaining what she was going to do this week. So Trixie wouldn't be surprised when it plays out. And according to her, she might intentionally go sit with Thandeka and Mmeli when they are together. Now, that move alone can be interpreted in different ways. Maybe she wants to observe their reaction when she just puts herself in there. Maybe she wants to push the situation a little and see how strong their connection really is based off the questions they answered yesterday. But here's where things could go in two different directions. The first possibility is that Liema is trying to provoke a reaction from Thandeka because we all know Thandeka doesn't tolerate anything, right? Imagine Thandeka and Mmeli sitting down having a conversation and Liema suddenly walks over and sits beside them. You and I both know Thandeka might immediately say something like, what are you doing here? And if Liema responds with something like, I can sit anywhere I want, that situation could escalate very quickly, especially now that we are in the penultimate week before the finale when emotions are already high. So now the second possibility is that Liema is actually trying to test Mmeli himself. Now remember, Liema has been claiming that Mmeli is her person, but because of Thandeka, she can't get close to Mmeli, meaning she might want to see how he behaves if she inserts herself into their space. Now, the question is, will he entertain the conversation? Will he try to keep things neutral, or will he clearly set boundaries and make it obvious that his loyalty is with Thandeka, which I mean, he has made obvious already, right? And depending on how Mmeli responds, that could create tension not just between Liema and Thandeka, but also inside the whole dynamic, right? So either way, this move could easily shake up the house this week, which I am sat for it, okay? But now let's talk about Trixie for a moment. Girl, I don't understand Trixie. Like, Trixie has issues with Thandeka, no doubt, we get that. But her issue with Mmeli is honestly confusing. Trixie is also in the house enjoying her own relationship with her man. I mean, she has openly been having her own romantic moments, okay? So why exactly is Trixie bothered? I mean, why is she coming so hard at another woman for being with a man? Because right now it's starting to look a little tacky. I don't see Melly constantly attacking Trixie's relationship the way she comes for Melly's own, okay? And let's not forget something. I mean, Trixie literally bought a date opportunity for herself and her man, Bravo B, in the house. Meanwhile, Bravo B choose to buy beef stew. Okay, girl, make it make sense. He's giving the energy of someone who might not be fully satisfied with what she's in. I mean, her situation with Bravo B, she might not fully be satisfied, but she's wanting something of what she's seeing between Thandeka and Melly. Okay, so when she says that Melly always looks sad when he's with Thandeka, I'm like, come on now. It feels like you're just repeating the same narrative that Liema has been pushing for a while. I mean, Liema even swore to God that she can read people and that she knows that Melly is always unhappy when Thandeka's is sitting next to him. And I'm just like, what? Yeah, I get it. I understand. It's a game, and everyone is bringing out their strategies, be it lies, be it truth, and their weapons. And but when viewers can clearly see through the logic, it starts looking a little delusional. Anyway, quick shout out to Diddy's fan base. I see what you guys did there. Like, y'all clearly strategized and managed to pull your girl out of the bottom three. Nice work. Now, tonight the game shifts again. Okay, we're about to see who becomes the first finalist through the head of house challenge and who secures immunity. And right now, the house is perfectly balanced, like 4 women and 4 men left in the game. So things are about to get very interesting. But I want to hear from you. Do you think Liema is actually trying to provoke a reaction from Thandeka, or do you think she genuinely wants to test Mmeli? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. And I'll see you again after nominations tonight.